Hi everybody, it's Mark here, and I'm continuing my series of unlocking the court cards. And now we are up to probably what I would consider, and from what I've heard tell, the least popular of all of the court figures, the Knight of Swords. So, I don't want to insult any of the Geminis viewing because although 2/3 of this card is ruled by Gemini and 1/3 by Taurus, I'm not really talking about Gemini, the astrological sign. I'm talking more about Gemini as it relates to the tarot, the court cards, and where it fits on the decan of the year. And unfortunately, it gets some of the harder pip cards or minors, and therefore he comes out a little tougher than you would be when you were describing just an astrological Gemini out there. This is a Gemini who has been chained to some very difficult cards. So, you know, Gemini is the twins, and they all have at least a tiny little bit of the evil twin in them that comes out every once in a while, but usually the good twin is dominant in their behavior. Maybe not so much when it comes to this particular guy. So he's a knight, so he is fire of air, because he's swords, he's air, and knights are fire. So I don't know if I said in my previous video that the Prince of Discs was air of earth, because princes are air, and then of course discs are earth. So here we have fire of air, so you know, air feeds fire, so this guy is just off and running, as you can see here. And I think the whole thing with this card comes down to the morality of the person it represents. In other words, this is and can be a highly moral person. This is the soldier out in battle for his country. This is the police officer coming to stop crime, a fireman coming to save you from a fire. That's all the good side. The bad side is when this is the actual perpetrator, or it's a cop gone bad, or a soldier gone rogue, that type of more antagonistic energy. And the reason I say it's really the morality of the person is going to skew which way that card is going to fall, if he's the rescuer or the person you need to be rescued from. And as I said, it is a 1/3 Taurus, 2/3 Gemini card. So the 1/3 Taurus is the Hierophant. So that guy is all about morality. And the 2/3 Gemini is the Lover's card. And, you know, there's often a moral choice involved and a twinning with that card, a twinship of sorts, the good versus evil, that type of thing. So the decans, the first decan is from May 11th to May 20th, and that is got rulership of the Seven of Discs or Pentacles. And then May 21st to May 30th is the Eight of Swords. And then June 1st to June 10th, the last decan, is the Nine of Swords. So difficult cards, as I've said. The card that is missing, and thankfully missing, from the Knight of Swords, it's in Gemini, like the two previous decans, but it gets assigned to the Queen of Cups, and that is the Ten of Swords. So at least we don't have to deal with that here, except for as a missing piece. So here are the actual dates, the cards that are ruled by each of the decans. So these are all in purple, are the Knight of Swords. The green is the sword card that has moved on to the Queen of Cups, Dominion. Okay, so what is this guy missing? So he's missing the Seven of Discs or Pentacles. And here it's called failure in the thought system. So yeah, a failure is not a possibility with this guy, or he may be driven by feelings of failure or needing to win at all costs, which brings a bit of that amoral vibe into the picture. So yeah, I would think that the shadow side is when he just cannot allow himself to fail. You know, Geminis, they have a great way of this incredible ability to rationalize everything that they've done, said. They have an explanation for you. And so I guess with that, not being willing to sort of admit, I failed, I screwed up, that is in the shadow. That's something that they have a hard time looking at. They prefer to make a case for themselves. They're very lawyery. So the first proper out of the shadow Gemini card for the Knight of Swords is the Eight of Swords. It's called Interference here. And it's Jupiter in Gemini, which Jupiter is the largest planet, and then with Gemini, being in Gemini, it just means lots and lots and lots of thoughts and lots and lots and lots of options and lots and lots and lots of trivia, and all of this information may be a bit paralyzing and kind of stop someone in their tracks from actually acting on what they need to act on. The next one, the Decan, the true Gemini Decan, is the never happy to be seen. Nine of Swords, that's cruelty over here. So this is when, as I say, the evil twin comes out and can be almost sociopathic in its behavior. This one calls more on that very busy, busy, busy Gemini mind. That you just can't sleep at night because of the insomnia involved. So the piece that went to the Queen of Cups, and we'll get to that when we move to that next, is ruin, as described here in Thoth and obviously depicted here. And I think the reason this is not, even though this is the Sun in Gemini, in terms of rulership and decans, as I say, this Gemini is adopted by the Queen of Cups and not part of the Knight of Swords. And I think it's because of that ability to see so many options, so many exit routes, so many reasons for doing what they do, that things don't come to ruin. They're going to talk their way out of it one way or the other. So there's my Knight of Swords, and I'd be interested to hear what your experiences are with that card, because it is universally disliked in terms of the court cards overall. Okay, bye for now. See you next time.